one of the guys that get a lot of credit is Steve Blackman from Muscular development. I mean, those guys have done an extraordinary job for years and years and years to promote health, to promote fitness, to promote strength, to promote bodybuilding, powerlifting, weightlifting, and all of those kind of things. So the contributions they made is gigantic, and I hail them for that.
Live from LA, it's Friday morning. Big Will here, World Harris, Kirk Chedick, Body by Kirk, World Power. Going through a tremendous back day here at the Mecca of Bodybuilding in Dennis, Gold's Gym. Let's play. Growing up in LA, especially South Central LA, was no prize, to say the least. But as it is and how it came out, you know, you just gotta be perseverance like anything else. You know, I'm one of 1,000 stories that came out and kept his head to the grindstone and made something out of nothing. As a mixed breed, so to speak, being half Samoan, you grow up with two things how to do. One, how to cook a pig underground, for all those my San Pedro buddies in Carson, and the other is to lift weights. So it had really nothing to do with the sports aspect of anything. What I wanted to do is look like a mutant. And if anybody knows my past history, it was The Thing, and I surpassed him a long time ago. Being half Samoan, I could have did push-ups with my eyelids and gained 10 pounds. The weights just happened to be in the way. So that's one of the aspects of being half Samoan, is that the fact that when you start to do any type of exercises, you're going to grow. It's just the fact that I inspired to it. It's something that felt good and something I enjoyed doing in the long run. Being a perfectionist, one of the first body parts that respond was my legs and back. And those are the favorite body parts I actually like training the most. As far as anything that was difficult, nothing. Because the only thing that makes it difficult is the person itself. And since I enjoy training, they all responded pretty damn well. Bodybuilding around here in Gold's Venice has changed dramatically. Back in the 90s, it was more camaraderie. There was no, I don't know, everybody knows there's no secrets in this thing. We all do the same things, we all do the same supplementation, but today, they seem like it's some big secret. You know, it was nothing like being with your comrades back then and saying, hey, what did you do to do this? We wasn't afraid to ask questions on how to make body parts bigger. And we would test each other on every aspect of that. When there was a spot at Gold's Gym in a mirror back towards the back wall in the first room that if you was getting ready for a show or you even thought about getting ready, okay, you're about to get critiqued. And you would pull some of your favorite bodybuilders from who you thought would help you and say, okay, let's get down to business. And they would give you the spot on check and say, okay, this is what we need to work on. This is what you don't need to work on. This is what's this and what's that. And that's what was the biggest difference. The fact that we actually helped each other back then, and the fact that it was more family. And you don't get that these days. A lot of these guys, once again, they think it's some secret that, you know, I think everybody's just trying to be fucking Instagram heroes anyway. So I think more today they try to figure out how not to train instead of train hard and then get the accolades afterwards. World is a natural trend for me because I'm as big as a planet. But how the name stuck is I was in Santa Cruz in '89 where I won the world title. So after that, the rest is history. So world power, we're here for life now.
Stretching, very important for that huge back. Always important. Keep that momentum going.
Are you sure this camera can see me? I want to make sure that I'm actually visible, because sometimes I don't come out on camera right. This whole thing of mystery about people thinking I'm something of the beyond. I don't know, Kirk. You know, I've been here since the beginning of time, and I guess I'll just keep on going.
No stop stutter action. Yep. Good.
You know, I talked to the pharaohs a long time ago, and I asked them about some of the things that Cleopatra did and, you know, what she was going through and how the scarabs worked. And I'm still asking those questions. As far as age is concerned, well, what was the question? One of the easiest things being a half-breed, as I am, is the size thing. Like I said, it was no problem getting on size, but being that I played football and stuff like that growing up, one of the hardest things to do as someone who has natural size, and that doesn't mean that as goes Norwegian, Viking, anybody who has natural size is always going to have that rough factor of getting leaner. So my trick in the sport after playing football was to stay lean and get your skin thin. And that's one of the hardest things. Latin Americans have that same problem. Like I said, the Vikings have it. Anybody who's on a natural big size is going to have that problem, and it's all through food and nutrition.
Here we go. Motherfucker.
You know, one of the things about this sport is that you get better with time. Most people thought 07 was good, 08 was better, and 011 was even better than that. The judging didn't come out that same way, you know, but I know for a fact, my fans knew. This is why I was just eating cookies afterwards in 011 at the Connecticut, which I thought looked hands down better than the previous years I had been on stage. But, you know, once again, I'm not making the call. I can only go by what the fans are telling me. You know, it's the guys up front, you know, they're gonna make up their mind. There's no bodybuilding show that's ever been judged the same from day one. So, once again, I think we got better in time. Most people think 07 was great just because I went to the Olympia. Speculation of opinion.
Out of all these years, it's the best I've ever felt and looked, more calm I've ever been. World Power, Body by Kirk, BBK. It's on a whole nother fucking planet, people. Whole nother planet. You're not gonna know what hit you. Not at all. You won't know it. By the time you hit it, it's too late.
So with Will, I mean, obviously he understands diet, he understands training because he's been around a long time. But you know, we've been together for quite a long time, and I know his body really well. And I oversee his diet, nutrition, and I help him with his training. He knows how to train, but what I'm there to do is help him push past that threshold. Make sure everything's in check, you know, atomically and whatever, making sure everything's firing and, you know, help them squeeze out, things like this. So, and then I have a 360-degree view of what he can't see. You know, when you're inside yourself, you always view yourself different than somebody outside who's an expert opinion. So this is where I come in and I make sure everything is going the way it needs to go and make the adjustments, and he's pretty easy to deal with. And when it comes
to hell of a team, buddy.
Yeah, when it comes to me, so listens, and it seems to be working out pretty well for the last few years.
Easiest prep we've ever gone through.
Yeah, you know, it's changed over the years because of his age a little bit. Not saying he's old, just saying he's older than we were a few years back. So we've had to change a few things. I had to adjust a lot of things differently, but it seems to be working really well, and you're about to see what's going to happen in the Arnold.
Not bad for 55. Sit, Jay.
Well, me and Kirk hope you enjoyed the festivities today. We was killing ourselves while you guys had the luxury to be on your couch eating popcorn and watching us. So we hope you enjoyed it. So, stay tuned to Muscular Development for more development on this case of what's going on. And so Sonny Liston, Ali, Joe Frazier, he ain't never been this pretty. We're going to come to the stage. We're going to be pretty. We're going to take home the title.
I think you will be impressed this time. And he's working very hard. He's very excited, very motivated, and we're glad to have this opportunity to come back to the Arnold stage. And hopefully we can see you guys in a couple of weeks, do another video.
World Power, Body by Kirk. It's a plan, baby.
Kevin, you should have came.